Deppen!
Hey, William, you got a microphone.
Yes, and I also know that if love was a crime, we would be criminals. But you know who else would be criminals? The voters, the jury, officials, a lot of people involved with Eurovision 2016. So why don't we go back and forth and review the 5 top crimes of Eurovision 2016. Are you ready?
Let's do this!
Deppen,
Yes.
why don't you kick us off with number 5?
Number 5 for me would be Poland. Michal, Szpak. The song grew and grew and grew. And of course, grew with the televoters who ranked it 3rd. And how could music experts who are there to judge a song's merit rank it 2nd to last?
2nd to last with just 7 points, only ahead of Germany. It was kind of shocking. The discrepancy is the crime here.
Crazy.
How can the music professionals be so out of touch with what the public sentiment is? Something isn't right.
No, I mean, they're there to actually judge a song based on a number of factors, including, being radio friendly, having good lyrical content.
Vocal quality!
There is that. So how can you, in a field of 43 entries...
26 in the final.
Still, even if it's a field of 12, you wouldn't
But you're
have put
right,
it
even in the
second to last.
semi-final, they marked him down significantly compared to the televoters.
Yes!
To play devil's advocate, some people will say Poland does well because of the Polish diaspora. But even if you factor that out, I don't think the Polish diaspora alone could push it to number 3. J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter, she tweeted that both she and her husband voted for Poland.
There you go. And you know what? When we didn't like Michal Szpak's entry at the very beginning, we didn't dislike it. We just felt the girls were stronger.
Right.
But we still gave him credit. And we would never ever mark him that low.
The thing was, when you hear him live, it's transformative.
Stadium
And
rock, feel anthemic.
Oh, tell me black or white, what color is your life?
And I must add, when we're doing our recap, we just love that moment. We pretty much sang the whole song.
Absolutely. Done. In any event, we move on to number 4, the 4th crime of Eurovision 2016. And you know what it is for me, Devin? It is pulling the rug out from beneath Romania and Ovidiu Anton. Ovidiu did it right. He won the national selection. He wrote a song. He went on the tour, poured his heart and soul into Amsterdam, Tel Aviv, London. And then moments, days, just a few weeks before Eurovision, the EBU says, Romania, you're not invited to the party. Now look, I understand Romania had debts and that it owed money and that the government needed to repay these debts, several million over several years.
The timing was bad.
Exactly.
It was in poor taste.
Exactly. The moment before Eurovision, why not tell them before they stage a national selection?
Yes!
Why not tell them the year immediately after the previous Eurovision, so after Vienna?
Yeah, saying that, you know what, next year, if you don't sort this out, you won't be at the party. I agree. And it affected a lot of people. William, do you remember when we were chatting with Lydia Isaac and she was so
devastated. So devastated. We were so lucky that with our friends we were able to stage a sort of, memorial or memoriam or celebration of Ovidiu's music in the press room. It was great to see how many people turned up to sing his song, Moment of Silence.
This hate is burning my soul in the darkest nights.
Because in the darkest night,
feel the power in you. Say
F-U-E-B-U. In any event, I think...
Fight for the truth!
And the truth is that if the government owes you money for all these years, why couldn't you wait 6 more weeks? You know what I mean? They owed these debts for something like 10 years. Then wait 6 more weeks.
No, but the total accumulation of debt, which was like 15.2 million euros, was actually including financial penalties. So in terms of what they actually owed, it was considerably less than that.
In any event, that is number 4. Deppen, why don't you take us to number 3?
Congratulations, Czech Republic, for making history at Eurovision 2016. However, when splitting the scores, a really dark story emerges. William.
Yeah, basically, the Czech Republic got 0 televotes.
0 points to Czech Republic.
0, as in none. As in none.
It's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. She has an amazing voice.
Gabriela Guncikova.
Gucci Gucci Goo.
She's everything. At the Wee Wee Jam,
gorgeous.
take it away.
Oh, the Wee Wee Jam. She shows up in a black top, slays the pack, looks amazing, vocally on point, does a sound check. She wants to be perfect for her fans. Didn't need a sound check. Was already perfect for her fans.
She didn't need a
But
sound
listen,
check.
in the final of Eurovision, her staging was gorgeous.
Oh!
I was a hater before Eurovision. I hated the song. I saw it live. I felt the power.
Changed everything.
Swallowed my words, egg on my face, whatever you want to say. Even if you didn't like the song, her voice was so strong, it deserves more than 0.
Oh, completely.
Because 0 is nothing.
Completely.
0 means nothing. Dead. Done.
Nothing.
Like, she's Gabriela Guncikova.
Yeah, but thank God for music experts who saved that entry, and Czech Republic made history, and deservedly so. Again, I wasn't a fan before the contest, but that girl is on the red carpet, William. On the red carpet.
She wore a stunning white dress from neck to toe. It swept the floor. But you know what? She proved you can still be sexy without showing skin. It hugged every delicious contour of her gym-honed body. In any event, we move on to number 2, our second biggest crime of Eurovision 2016.
Oh, did you just call me now?
Wait, pick up your phone?
Yeah, did you just call me?
I hear them calling. It is Greta Salome. Look, we had so many fan wanks over this woman during the Eurovision preseason. It's almost disrespectful. But she was covered in our love. She slays the pack. She should have been in the final.
She should have been in the top 5
of the
full
final.
stop of the final.
The voice, the staging, the melody, the song. I mean, I gotta say, you can watch our review of the first rehearsal. I wasn't feeling this as much in Stockholm. I think that one of the reasons this didn't work as well as in Reykjavik is in Reykjavik it was a small stage, so you're in this fantasy world. You're not aware of the stage, the audience, everything else. Whereas in Stockholm, they panned out at times, so you knew this was on a stage.
But that was later fixed. And regardless of
better.
what you think of what the staging was, it certainly didn't deserve to finish lower than
Montenegro.
Finland!
That's a crime.
Are you kidding me?
Montenegro came 10th with the jury. Greta Salome came 13th.
13!
Unlucky 13. It makes no sense to me. This was a clear qualifier. Even if some people say borderline, whatever. It should have been in the final.
I mean, this is the whole argument that, we're having with Il Volo when we met them in London, going, you know what? These music experts have too much power. How can you... That is an abuse of power. That is an abuse of power.
The televoters also ranked her 13th.
They're not music experts.
So basically no one's good enough if they don't love Greta Salome. Look, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if we're too deep in the bubble and can't see outside of it. I just know that I still like listening to this. I still like watching the performance from the Icelandic national selection. Greta, you slay.
Oh, before you even shoot over that, the Wee Wee Jam with Greta Salome.
She was amazing.
She brought violins, she brought live instruments, and
And she brought Greta. She admitted, quite frankly, that she felt surprised she didn't make the final. We were all surprised. I thought they always call Iceland.
She got the biggest ovation.
Yeah, they always call Iceland out last in the semifinal. So I just assumed they were doing it again. But then they called out Malta, I believe.
Yeah.
In any event, we move on to the top crime of Eurovision 2016 in our eyes. Debin?
Oh, it's thunder and lightning, but this time I'm not getting excited over that. 21 out of 42.
Half! 50%
Music experts.
of the juries.
Again,
Blank.
Zero point.
They blanked Sergey in the grand final. Now listen, I can understand if this isn't your top, 2 or 3, 4 or 5, whatever. But to not consider this in your top 10 as a music professional makes no sense to me. To give this 0 points.
William, using your words, it's bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A, Anna's. Philip Kirkorov, who composed the song, he himself said, he didn't necessarily say it was political. He said something is not right if Sergey is blanked by half the juries, and he has a very good point.
Very valid
It was
point.
a political move. They were voting him down, and I think that at Eurovision, you need to put the political situation to the side. Sergey does not reflect the stereotype of Russia that people are voting against. Do you agree? He is open-minded. He is progressive. He is tolerant. He is not the things these jurors were voting against. It is unfair to penalize him.
More to the point. He's not singing about peace, love, unity.
It's a pop song.
Yeah. Let's dance around a furnace and, there are a million voices sprouting out of my abdomen. He's not doing any of that.
Keeping it real.
He's keeping it real. He's keeping it faithful to what he normally does. Take it off. Take it off.
God, when he's around, I want to. But this isn't even about him being incredibly hot and making people have standing erections. This is about him being a great artist with a very catchy pop song, a radio-friendly song, even if it's not number one.
And a hard-working artist. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Those visual cues. Yeah, you could say Russia threw a lot of money at it. He had to remember them. He had to know where he. He
had to climb the wall.
Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not easy to remember those stage cues. No. So much to think of in 3 minutes. To dance digitally and then to dance with live dancers. I mean, it's very difficult.
And to dance with love. In any event, Sergey, we love you.
And you triumphed. You still came top 3.
And you still won the televote.
And you still won the televote.
A lot. Well done. Now look, we asked our Twitter followers for their greatest crimes of Eurovision, and many of them echoed our top 5, but we want to bring up some of the other ones. We may not agree with them, but we would like to share them. One crime, Estonia coming in last place in the semifinal. First semifinal.
No, he should have done better. Yuri Putzman just had that depth, and he took me down low, and he dipped it low. But I didn't expect him to rank so low.
I didn't expect him to qualify. I'm going to be honest. I loved the staging, but let's just play this video. This is how I felt immediately after he won the Estonian selection.
This song is one of my least favorite chosen thus far. I think it is boring. I think it is dull, and not even his beautiful voice can save it.
And I'm sorry. I was vindicated. He's an amazing performer. Love Yuri Putzman, love his personality. We had a great interview in Israel on an exercise bike. He's hilarious, he's funny, he's sweet. But this song, I just don't think this song was current enough to do well. Last place, though, is perhaps harsh. Dead last? In any event, it was a non-qualifier.
It should have qualified.
All right. Our readers, Devin, this is going to infuriate you. Many of our readers don't think that Georgia's Nisha Kosharov and the young Georgian Elitas should have made the final.
Oh, no way! Let me tell you something. I didn't I went to Georgia, and I can't say I was a fan prior to Thomas Gison's involvement. But once they got Mr. Gison in, they shot the music video, and we saw the first rehearsal,
absolutely.
I was wetting my knickers. This is totes amazing.
Totally original. They are true to who they are.
Sasha Jean-Baptiste.
Amazing staging. It was psychedelic. This was, in my mind, the best staged rock entry of the year.
Yeah.
This deserved to be in the final. I was really pleased to have this. They were bringing their own unique brand of crazy and quirky. I even love when they called him out to make the final. He was like, you know
Did
what I mean?
Yeah,
really?
in the press conference.
When the UK gave him 12 points in the final, he was like, I just love them. I love the personality. I think this is well done. Georgia always brings something unique. Whether you love it or hate it, they do it.
And it's psychedelic to the point that it confuses you to vote. Hilda Heck, case in point. She threw 12 points at them. She didn't even know what she was thinking.
Thank you, Danish juror. Now, a lot of our readers, and I don't agree with this, say it is a crime that Ukraine won.
Oh, no.
It's one thing to disagree with the result. No. Maybe it's not your favorite, but this is not a crime.
Let me tell you
beautiful
something,
voice,
William.
beautiful staging.
Beyond that, when strangers are coming,
they come to your house.
They kill you all.
They move you to tears. I'm sorry. This was emotional. This was emotional.
And I'm not sorry about this.
No, you don't need to be sorry, Franz. I'm telling you. This was the full package. Staging, story, voice, done. It was close too, by the way. We've got to say, this was close.
This, for me, again, it's a song that I'm not madly in love with, but Jamala's conviction when she delivers her performance, you cannot put a price on that.
No.
The LED tree.
Again, the story, Ukraine's going through difficult times. The tree sucks up the energy, the life from the floor, blue and yellow. It blooms. Rebirth, renewal. This is drama. Drama with soul. It was moving and touching. And in the first rehearsal, you can watch our video. We all sit there, we pause, and we say, this is the potential winner.
This is winning the semifinal, and this is going to surprise during the grand final. I think when you have so much shallow surface in the other acts and tricks and gimmicks, something like this, which is not a simple song, a heavy song delivered with soul, this wins the day for me. I think this could actually win.
And when you interviewed her, William, to be fair, she said, she had to do that 5 times. I mean, she was bereft. Almost.
Drained. She was drained. You know what? And the night before the first semifinal, I know she competed in the second semifinal, but on the Monday evening, Porig and I sat down and we predicted that she would win.
Who do you think will win? You only have... I don't want an explanation. I just want to know who will win.
Russia.
Ukraine.
And you know what? And it was because we felt something. It was stirring. And so you may not agree with the result, but she is a deserving winner. I think Australia and Russia would have been deserving winners as well. Definitely. But this isn't a crime. This is someone... They had a good campaign, frankly. An overall campaign.
Yeah. And one thing I like about it was that there were no gimmicks attached. So actually she's more deserving than most because she's not, she's not gimmicky. Yeah. She's coming with a very serious message, which is not always palatable. And the fact that people bought into that is really to her credit. I feel we shouldn't really steal her thunder on this.
Yeah. I think you can win Eurovision in a moment. And there were moments
she
in that
latched
performance
onto it.
and you felt something. Is this a song I'm going to play on loop? No. It's not one of my most played songs, but I think it's still very deserving of the title. In any event, our readers also say that a crime is Spain's Barei finishing so lowly in 22nd position.
So what position were they hoping for? The trophy?
There were a lot of people who thought Spain would win. I'm not one of them, but many people did.
Okay. Do you know what? I've had enough hate mail pre-Eurovision, so I'm not going to delve into it any deeper. But I have to say, Spain, I love you. Pastora Soler, I love you.
Yes.
Ruth Lorenzo, I love
Yes.
you. Edurne.
Yes.
J'adore. I worship.
No, but listen, we also love Barei as an artist
As
and
an
performer.
artist,
She's
yes.
amazing, great English, great personality, really good spirit, good vibe.
But that,
The song, I loved the song. No, I loved the song.
342
I
times. Are you still listening to it?
I'm sure it's 500. I still listen to the studio version of that song. But as we said after our first rehearsal, and for which we received a lot of shade, is we criticized the staging. The staging just was not good enough for Barei, good enough for the song. And all these comments on YouTube, before the people had seen the rehearsal, because the first rehearsal was closed, open to press only, there was so much hate.
You guys, this was not as hot as I wanted it. She looked amazing wearing a gold thigh-skimming dress and she was doing her funky dance moves, but the backing vocalists, they did not blend well with her. It was like Barei and then all of them. It was Barei sounding fierce and them sounding atrocious. They really need to sort this out. Visually, this did not fill the stage. It looked empty at times, which is a shame when you're doing a dance disco number and you want to think of everyone on the floor. I'm just not feeling it.
So many comments. Like,
yeah, all from Spain. And the Spanish fans need to let it go. Quite honestly, if she had been early in the running order, they would have been like, she showed second or third. She had the perfect spot to shine. And my girl, what did she do? Lights out, she fell on the floor in a baggy t-shirt. Done. What's the next thing?
Well, I think the actual one cry, I was slightly offended when I went to interview her after the first rehearsal. She called me a hater.
Say yeah. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. No.
For pointing out the flaws in the performance. And that's not being a hater. That is telling someone, I love your performance before Eurovision. let's have more of you. Let's improve this so you
That's
can still win and
Barei
slay.
style.
It's called giving good advice.
Yeah, but I love Barei for that. I love the fact that she speaks
she
out.
owns
I mean,
it.
she's the one that, because of her, Hovey Star, you know, was acknowledged for the bad
Yes.
thing that he went through. Barei, I love you for that. You speak out. But guess what? We are sisters because I speak out too.
That's true. With sisters, you share. Sisters share. Anyway, she's going to slay. She's going to have a career. She's gonna blow it up.
She's been
Love
signed
her.
independently. She's a big deal.
She's got it.
Yeah.
In any event, those are our 5
Oh, there's one more. United
What?
Kingdom. Apparently, people are really
Oh.
kicking off that it came 24th.
Yeah, that makes me angry. I really liked the UK this year.
Okay.
No, it was good.
You are alone. You're
not alone.
You are alone in that
You're
one.
not alone.
You
We're in
are
this
alone.
together. Listen, you know I do not like a song just because it's from the UK. Like Electro Velvet, I threw plenty of shade. This was a good song and it was well staged.
I'm sorry. I would have rather had Anita Tarifa with "And That's Why I Love."
Look, I love that song. What I'm telling you is, Joe and Jake are good. They only beat the Czech Republic and Germany in the final.
Why should they even beat the Czech Republic? That's bad.
No. I'm sorry. There are so many songs I would have put below. I would put Latvia below the UK. I would have put.
That's it.
Wait, no. Listen, I love Joe and Jake. I thought that their chemistry really came through. They slayed the pack. In
any event.
Those are our top 5 crimes of Eurovision 2016 and many of our readers' top crimes of Eurovision 2016. What are yours? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Yes, because we'll be reading those comments. And please like and subscribe to our channel.
And let us know what you think. See you later. Bye.